Dear Athens, in this video you are going to learn adjustment of resource, accumulated or undistributed profit and losses. Already we have discussed same topic in admission of a new partner. So this is retirement of a partner. If at the time of retirement of a partner any reserve, accumulated profit and losses exist in the balance sheet of the firm, they are transferred to capital accounts of all the partners, including retiring partner, in their profit sharing ratio. The reserve and accumulated profits are transferred to credit of capitals accounts of all the partners in their profit sharing ratio, where it will do reserves and accumulated profits. So these all are going to credit in partners capital account. At the time of retirement, accumulated profit and any resource that will be transferred to partners capital account. Same we have discussed in admission of a new partner, but here retirement of a partner. So in admission of a new partner we will use old profit and loss sharing ratio. In retirement of a partner we are having present profit and loss sharing ratio. The present profit and loss sharing ratio we are using to distribute the partners reserves or undistributed profit or loss, whatever it is. If it is favor, which means reserves or undistributed profit or accumulated profit, it will be transferred to partners capital account credit side. Partners capital account credit side. By chance, if they are using fixed capital account, it will be transferred to current account, partners current account credit side. You have to be very clear in it. Deferred revenue expenditure, very dangerous. Deferred revenue expenditure and accumulated losses. What is deferred revenue expenditure? Like advertisement. Advertisement, it's a fictitious in nature. Deferred revenue expenditure, isn't it? And profit and loss account, debit balance. So these and all accumulated losses for so many years. We did not transfer losses from the firm to the partners, so that all the losses will be transferred to partners capital account debit side, isn't it? So you already will know these all the concepts. And reserves and accumulated profit and losses are distributed among all the partners because they belong to all the partners including retiring partner, because retiring partner now only he is retiring from the firm, but before he was a present partner in the firm, isn't it? So his contribution also very important to the firm. So we are distributing that reserves, accumulated profit, everything to all the partners including retiring partners. The journal entries. Pause it to record the distribution of reserves, accumulated profit and losses. Let's see the journal entries. For distribution of reserves and accumulated profits. Distribution of reserves and accumulated profits. Reserves account debited, profit and loss, which means profit and loss account credit balance, net profit. And investment fluctuation reserve. Investment fluctuation reserve, they are expecting to pay that investment each and every month or 3 months once or 6 months once. That not in same investments, slightly it will differ, the price range and everything. So to meet out that kind of incident, we are allotting some fund, that is investment fluctuation reserve and workman compensation reserve. You refer my previous video, admission of a new partner. So in that clearly I have mentioned what is workman compensation reserve. And if any worker met an accident during working hours, we have to compensate some amount from the firm side. For that purpose, we are allotting some amount from existing profit. That is to compensate only for the purpose of workman's accident. That is workman compensation reserve. So these all those things, general reserve, profit and loss account credit balance and workman compensation, these all will be credited to partners capital or current account. If it is fixed capital account, current account. If it is fluctuating capital account, partners capital account. So excess of reserve over difference between book value and market value. Excess of reserve, if you are having excess reserve, to compare with the book value and market value, that reserve. And excess of reserve over liability. See that workman compensation after paid up the liability by chance if anybody met an accident, after paid that money, if we are having any surplus reserve, that surplus reserve will be transferred to partners capital or current account. That too we will use that old profit and loss sharing ratio. Old profit and loss sharing ratio means share percent ratio, because the partners did not receive, the retiring partners also will be included to transfer this all the reserves, isn't it? For writing off accumulated losses, have to be very careful. Accumulated losses here, and profit and loss account debit balance, which means as I told you already, it's a profit and loss account. Profit and loss account. Somebody will confuse what is debit balance, what is credit balance. Debit side, credit side. If debit side excess than credit side, debit side excess than credit side, that leads to net loss. It will be called as debit balance, because debit side is excess. You have to be very careful. Sir, why sir they are saying that it is a debit balance? Usually we will get net profit in debit side, sir. So debit balance means net profit, sir. Don't think like that. Which side is more? Debit side is excess than credit side, that is net loss. Net loss means it's a debit balance. And the opposite sense, debit side, which means credit side is excess than the debit side, means that leads to net profit. It's the credit balance of profit and loss account. You have to be very clear, very careful about it, because somebody will leave mistakes while you practice the debit and credit balances in profit and loss account. But remaining, they will be very good. Okay, listen. Partners capital account or current account data, to profit and loss account debit balance, and advertisement expenditure account and advertisement suspense account, deferred revenue expenditure in case of fixed capitals. So these all are losses. So this will be transferred to partners capital account, current or capital account. If it is fixed capital account, current account. If it is fluctuating capital account, it will be debited to partners capital account. Okay. For your clear understanding, we can discuss the problem. What this problem says. X, Y, Z are partners in a firm, sharing profit and losses in the ratio of 3:2:1. Z retires. Who is retiring? Z retires from the firm on 1st April 2020. On the date of Z's retirement, following balances existed in the books of the firm. General reserve 90,000, profit and loss account debit balance 15,000, employees provident fund 1,20,000. Here provident fund, so contribution will be in outside. Have to be very careful. And workman compensation reserve 12,000, which was no more required. Past journal entries for the adjustment of these items, just retain. So you just clearly understand the problem. X, Y and Z, three partners are there. In that, their profit and loss sharing ratio is 3:2:1. Who is retiring? Z is retiring, and when he is retiring on 1st April 2020. And date of Z's retirements, following existing balances will be like general reserve, we will be transferring general reserve, and the employee, which means the profit and loss account debit balance, it's a net loss. This net loss will be transferred to debit side of partners capital or current account, and the employees provident fund, which means what is PF? PF means provident fund. That PF, usually you might have heard the news about PF. If anybody is salaried employee in an organization, they will take some amount from their salary for PF. For the future, when they are retiring or when they are going out from the concern, that time they will give a fund. That fund is allotted already. Small amount they have taken from their salary, bulk amount they will be given after he or she went out from the job. So that fund will be allotted in government side, which means in an organization side also, twice of the amount will be posted. By chance, A is an employee in an organization. He is working for 10 years. Each and every month they are taking 5% of his salary as provident fund. That provident fund 5% will be allotted. For example, 5% means 1,000 you can take. Then organization will give 2,000. So 3,000 per month will be in reserve in his fund account. Then when A is coming out from the concern, that time they will accumulate all the amount, because the organization's amounts also included in it, isn't it? So bulk amount will be received by that A when he is going out from the concern, isn't it? It is the provident fund. But here the provident fund same only, but it is not affecting internal only, because external also double time they are investing, isn't it? So we will not take into the part, accounting part, provident fund. I hope you cleared about it. Okay. In this sense, that employees provident fund we will not take in part. And next one is general reserve and workmen's compensation reserve was no more required, because no accident. It is not needed, this 12,000. So 12,000 is ready to split and give to all the partners, isn't it? So they are asking us to prepare journal entries. Let's discuss the journal entry. What the journal entries will be. So now we are going to distribute the general reserve. So general reserve account data to all the partners capital account. So all the partners capital account, their balances, they have given that the ratio is 3:2:1. So general reserve amount is 90,000. 90,000 into 3 by 6, 2 by 6, 1 by 6. So journal entries will be general reserve account data to Z, X, Y, Z, three partners, isn't it? X, Y, Z's account, capital's account. Capital account. How they are splitting? 3 by 6, 2 by 6, 1 by 6. What is that amount? 90,000 into 3 by 6, which means 45,000 for X. Then 30,000 for Y and 15,000 for Z, isn't it? So this is the journal entry for general reserve. And next one is profit and loss account debit balance. Profit and loss account debit balance means that is net loss. That net loss will be transferred to partners capital account debit side. You have to be very careful in it. So journal entries will be all the partners capital account that are to profit and loss account. So all the partners capital, which means X's capital account, Y's capital account, Z's capital account. Capital account. 2. What is that? Profit and loss. Profit and loss account. What is the amount? 15,000. The 15,000 will be divided and given to all the partners. 7,500, 5,000 and 2,500. Then next one is workman's compensation reserve. Workman's compensation reserve. That is no more required, isn't it? 12,000. The 12,000 will be split and given to all the partners in the ratio 3:2:1. So workman's compensation reserve account at R. Workman's compensation reserve account at R. To X to Y to Z, isn't it? So what's the amount? 12,000. 12,000 will be given to all the partners. 6,000, 4,000, 2,000. I hope you understand. Then apart from that, employees provident fund is an outside liability. As I told you already, it's an outside liability and it is not accumulated profit. So you have to be very careful in it. Hence, it is not distributed among the partners. Then, next illustrations we can discuss. Illustration 22. Illustration 22. A, B, C are partners. A, B, C are equal partners in the firm whose books are closed on 31st March every year. Give journal entry to distribute general reserve 40,000 at the time of retirement of B. So B is going out. When 25% of the general reserve is to be transferred to investment fluctuation reserve. So 25% of that amount, general reserve, will be transferred to investment fluctuation reserve. So what will be the journal entry? So general reserve account debtor, general reserve account debtor to all the partners A, B, C, and apart from that 25% of general reserve will be transferred to investment fluctuation reserve. So what is that amount? General reserves amount is 40,000, isn't it? 40,000 into 25 divided by 100. So 25. How much amount it will be? That is equal to 10,000 rupees. So the 10,000 rupees will be transferred to what account? Investment fluctuation reserve, 25,000, and for amount is 40,000 actually. Then remaining amount 25,000, isn't it? 10,000 only. 10,000 will be transferred to that investment fluctuation reserve. Then balance amount will be transferred to all the partners capital account. So all the partners capital account will be 10,000, 10,000, 10,000, because these three are equal partners. They mentioned here. Why sir we are using, there is no profit and loss sharing ratio, why we are using that 10,000, why we are splitting and giving like this? If you are asking, you have to be read clearly. They are equal partners, isn't it? Okay, next problem, problem number 23, illustration 23. For your better understanding, you can refer your book also. It is available in your T.S. Grievous book. That only I am discussing over here. So whenever you are having doubt, you can ask. And okay, here situations they have given. Nearly 3 situations they have given. So step by step, one by one situation, we are going to deal. So first situation. Give journal entry to distribute workman's compensation reserve of rupees 70,000 at the time of retirement of Neeti when there is a claim 25,000 against it. The firm has 3 partners, Ravina, Neeti and Rajat. Okay. They are asking us to write journal entries for workman's compensation reserve. Reserve amount is 70,000. So in that, Neeti retiring. Who is retired partner? Neeti. And in that investment, workman's compensation reserve is there. For that claim amount will be there. Workman's compensation claim means someone met an accident during working hours, so we have to pay out for hospital fees or something 25,000 against it. The firm has 3 partners, Ravina, Neeti and Rajat. So let's discuss. Workman's compensation reserve account debtor to workman's compensation claim. So journal entries will be workman's compensation reserve account debtor to workman's compensation claim account. How much amount? 25,000. Reserve actually 70,000. So 70 minus 25. How much amount will be? 70 minus 25. Then balance will be 45,000 rupees. Isn't it? That 45,000 will be distributed as per their profit and loss sharing ratio. Whether they have given any profit and loss sharing ratio over here? No. The firm has 3 partners, Ravina, Neeti and Rajat. By chance they didn't give any profit and loss sharing ratio, we have to distribute that excess amount in equal ratio. So equally means to A's account, B's account, here partners Ravina, Neeti and Rajat. Irrespective of retiring partner, for everybody we have to give for Ravina, Neeti and Rajat. For these 3 partners 15,000 each. 15,000 each. 15,000 each. So this is the journal entry. Workman's compensation reserve account debtor 70,000 to workman's compensation claim 25,000 to Ravina's capital account 15,000 to Neeti's capital account 15,000 to Rajat's capital account 15,000. This is the treatment for first item in this illustration 23. And second item, what they have given, give journal entry to distribute workman's compensation reserve 60,000. Again and again they are asking workman's compensation reserve, and you will see at least one set of questions about workman's compensation reserve in public exam. Workman's compensation reserve 60,000 at the time of retirement of sergeant, when there is no claim against it. 60,000 is there, workman's compensation reserve, but no claims. The firm has three partners, Rajat, Sergeant and Kavita. Three partners. So entirely that 60,000 will be transferred to all the partners equally, because they fails to give profit and loss account, profit and loss ratio also. So it will be distributed to all the partners equally, which means workman's compensation reserve account debtor 60,000 to all the partners. Who are the partners? Rajat, Sergeant, Kavita. Rajat to Sergeant to Kavita. How much amount? Equally. Equally means 20,000 each. 20,000, 20,000, 20,000. To their capital account it will be credited. Isn't it? So this is the treatment for second item. And third item, give journal entry to distribute investment fluctuation reserve of 4,000 at the time of retirement of Z. So Z going to retire, investment fluctuation reserve amount is ready to give 4,000. When investment market value is 19,000, appeared at 20,000. When market value is 19,000, appeared at 20,000. The firm has three partners X, Y, Z. Firm has three partners X, Y, Z. So now, value of investment brought down to its market value and surplus investment fluctuation reserve transferred to partners' capital account in their old profit sharing ratio. Isn't it? So, as per this investment fluctuation reserve 4,000, at the time of retirement of Z, investment fluctuation, how much it is? 19,000, but it is appears 20,000. Market value. The firm has three partners X, Y, Z. So no problem. You can transfer that 4,000 into their capital account. Investment fluctuation reserve 4,000 rupees. That reserve will be transferred to all the partners' capital account. Okay. So you know that investment fluctuation reserve account 4,000 to all the partners 1,000 rupees. But difference between these two, market value and appeared. So market value is 19,000, appeared 1,000 rupees. So 20,000 rupees. In between 1,000 rupees are there. These 1,000 rupees will be called as investments. Isn't it? So totally 4,000 we are having. It is a reserve amount. After paid off this 1,000 rupees, we are having 3,000 rupees. That 3,000 will be transferred to partners' capital account. When investment market value 19,000, but it appears 20,000. I hope you understand. If you have any doubt, please let me know. And one more problem we can discuss. Twenty-fourth illustration. Alia, Karan. Wait a minute. 24th illustration says, Alia, Karan and Silpa were partners in a firm, sharing profits in the ratio of 5:3:2. Goodwill appears in the books at the value 60,000. You have to be very careful about it. Goodwill appears at 60,000 rupees and general reserve 20,000. Karan decided to retire from the firm. Who retiring? Karan, partner Karan is retiring from the firm. On the date of retirement, goodwill of the firm was valued at 2,40,000. See, goodwill appears in the books of the firm 60,000. On the date of retirement, it is 2,40,000. Have to be very careful while you are calculating goodwill. So about goodwill, if you wanted to know some details, you can refer to my previous videos. The new profit sharing ratio decided among Alia, Silpa, it is new profit and loss sharing ratio 2:3. Record necessary journal entries on Karan's retirement. isn't it? First of all, we have to do calculation. Calculation for gaining ratio. We are having new profit and loss sharing ratio and old profit and loss sharing ratio. Who is sacrificed we needed and who is gaining that also we have to know. Then only we can compensate that gaining partner to sacrificing partner. So first of all we have to calculate that gaining ratio for all the partners. Calculation of gaining ratio. Gaining ratio is formula. You know what is the gaining ratio formula? NUD. New minus old. Okay. New partner. Who is retiring? Current retiring. So remaining partner will be Alia and Shilpa. Isn't it? So Alia and Shilpa already they are having existing ratio 5 by 10, 2 by 10. But new ratio is 2 by 5, 3 by 5. Let's discuss. New minus old. New ratio for Alia is 2 by 5. 2 by 5. Old ratio for Alia is 5 by 10. Isn't it? Minus 5 by 10. So base have to be same, isn't it? So if base comes to same means first it will be multiplied by 2. 2. 2 into 2 is 4 minus 5 divided by 10. 4 minus 5 is equal to minus 1 divided by 10, isn't it? Minus 1 divided by 10. We are calculating gaining ratio. If you are getting minus value, you sacrificed. If the partner getting minus value, the partner sacrificed. Who is that? Alia sacrificed. Partner Alia sacrificed. And another one partner. Who is that? Continuing partner. Alia and Shilpa. Shilpa's new ratio is 3 by 5. Shilpa's old ratio is 2 by 10. So it will multiply by 2 first set. So 10. 6 minus 2, it leads to 4 divided by 10, isn't it? So this 4 divided by 10 is the gaining ratio for Shilpa. Shilpa gains. Shilpa gains. How much? 4 divided by 10. Okay, now we know who gained and who sacrificed. So Karan retired and Alia sacrificed. So for this, both the partners, who have to compensate? Shilpa have to compensate. The gaining partner have to compensate for outgoing partner and sacrificing partner, isn't it? Okay, let's discuss. Actual amount of goodwill at present while Karan retires. How much amount? 2,40,000. 2,40,000, isn't it? These 2,40,000, that 1 by 10 is sacrificed by whom? Alia. 1 by 10 of 2,40,000 is equal to how much it is? 24,000. 24,000. And next Karan, who retires from the firm. You know Karan's share of profit. Karan's share of profit is 3 by 10, isn't it? So Karan, it is for Alia. It is for Alia. And Karan. Karan, already this Karan was existing partner and his profit and loss sharing ratio is 3 by 10. 3 by 10 of 2,40,000 will be how much it is? 72,000, isn't it? 72,000 rupees. So who have to compensate this all the amount? 24 plus 72. Shilpa. Shilpa have to compensate. Okay. So let's discuss. You can keep it in mind. This amount 2472. Okay. So journal entries will be, how we will write journal entries first ever. First, previous goodwill, existing goodwill written off by all the partners, isn't it? So written off means all the partners capital account debit to goodwill account. If you wanted to know the written off details, you can refer my previous videos about goodwill, how to written off using goodwill account. So all the partners capital account returned to goodwill account. So how they are writing off? With the help of their existing profit and loss sharing ratio. What is their existing profit and loss sharing ratio? 5:3:2. So that 60,000 will be distributed by, which means written off by, beared by all the partners, Alia, Karan and Silpa in the ratio of 5:3:2. So, Alia's capital account, then Karan's capital account, Silpa's capital account, that are two goodwill account. That are two goodwill capital account. Goodwill account is 60,000, isn't it? So 60,000 means we are using 5:3:2. So 30,000 for Alia and 18,000 by Karan and 12,000 by Silpa. So we write off the goodwill now. Then next is what we have to do, that existing profit goodwill is written off over here and general reserve is available for 20,000. That general reserve will be transferred to all the partners, even including retiring partner. They are using profit and loss sharing ratio, existing profit and loss sharing ratio. The general reserve will be transferred to all the partners' capital account. So general reserves account debtor to partner Alia, partner Karan, to partner Silpa in their existing profit and loss sharing ratio 5:3:2. How much amount is the goodwill amount is 20,000 rupees. This is general reserve account. Goodwill already written off. This general reserve is 20,000. Sorry for the mistake. And 20,000 will be transferred to all the partners as per their existing profit and loss sharing ratio. That existing goodwill, book goodwill is written off by all the partners. So all the partners' capital account debited to goodwill, and new goodwill will be compensated by that gaining partner to sacrificing and outgoing partners. Let me discuss about it later. Now general reserve will be transferred to all the partners as per their profit and loss sharing ratio, which means existing profit and loss sharing ratio. So 10,000 for Alia and 6,000 for Karan, and remaining 4,000 for Shilpa. 10, 6, 4. Okay, I hope you understand. And next journal entry will be, for what we have to prepare journal entry, who have to compensate to whom, isn't it? As we have discussed already, 24,000 have to compensate by Silpa to Alia, 72,000 have to compensate by Silpa to Karan. So 72 plus 24. 24,000 plus 72,000. Totally how much? 96,000 rupees. Who have to compensate? Shilpa to Alia, this 24,000, and Silpa to Karan, this 72,000. Isn't it? Okay. Now, journal entries for this. Silpa's capital account debtor. Collectively 96,000, isn't it? Silpa's capital account. Silpa's capital account debtor. How much? 96,000 rupees. To Alia, 24,000. To Karan, 72,000. So, the Silpa compensating to retiring partner or outgoing partner and sacrificing partner. Sacrificing partner is Alia, retiring partner is Karan. I hope you understand. Stay tuned to see all the videos, and if you are having any doubt, please let me know. I will clarify it. Thank you.